Hey Lorraine, thanks for meeting with me today. I saw you guys at the farmers market and I'm really happy to start getting involved. So how do I help you guys out with the Folsom Takes Action initiative?
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks for being here, Teresa. I really appreciate it. We have a packet. There's some really good information in here to help you get started. We have a template for a text and email, so that will be really handy. You can use that as a guide. It's in a Word document, and you can look at that, and that'll help you get information out to your friends, your neighbors, and your family.
Okay, good.
Yeah. We also have a nice little handout. It's a handout that has a QR code, so you can send people to our website. It shows where the money's going to go. It says a little bit about the measure, the people that are currently involved, and also some of our sponsors. So that's a nice giveaway.
Great.
We also have in this packet a template. So sometimes you're going to run across people who actually want to host a party, or an event, or where we can come and talk a little bit more in a nice setting in a home or a small gathering place. So if somebody's interested, that is ready to be filled out. We also have talking points. This is super valuable, and I really encourage you to go through this in some detail. It describes the need, so why are we doing this?
Okay.
And then the proposal, so exactly what is it that we're proposing in this citizens initiative. So there's several pages here, and it goes into great detail about some of the common questions you're going to get during this process.
That's what makes me nervous, is not knowing how to respond to people or answer their questions correctly. So this will be really helpful.
Exactly. And then we also have included in this is just about a list of about 15 or 20 different takeaways. Sometimes when you read, after you read through this and get the details, there's some good takeaway points that you want to make sure you have kind of rehearsed in your own mind.
Okay.
Let's see, what else and we're also going to give you some donation envelopes. So those are envelopes that some people are ready to donate, and we can accept cash up to $99 or checks, and they just put it in the envelope and it gets sent to a company that's collecting our donations.
Okay. So this is the signature gathering packet?
It is.
So what's the most important things that I need to know about this, actually having people sign it?
This is a very important document. What I like about this, and although it's in small print, the entire measure is actually written out here. It's actually a very detailed and very strategic description of exactly what the proposal is. So when this passes, this will be what is codified for the city to implement. What's in here is a description of how the money will be distributed once collected. So you'll want to review this.
It kind of matches this, right?
It does match that.
Good.
So there's some good information there. On this packet is space for collecting 24 signatures.
Okay.
Okay. One thing you want to be aware of is the packets are always distributed every month. So you got to be mindful that if we happen to give you a packet on January 23rd, it's only good for another 8 days, okay?
Oh, okay, and where is that?
And that is written in this little square right here.
Okay.
So we'll make sure that we're issuing packets to our volunteers that are current and active, but just be mindful that we can only collect signatures on these packets every month. So each month a new packet will be distributed.
Okay, great.
So there's 4 lines in each of these packets, 4 boxes for 4 signatures. There's 24 total. You need to be real mindful that when you're collecting signatures, they print, they sign it, address, the city, and the zip. Please make sure it's legible, because that does help in terms of these being verified by the county that the person who's signing is indeed, another important point, Folsom resident and a registered voter.
Oh, they have to be both of those?
Yes.
Okay.
At the very end, so after you go through your 24 signatures, and you do kind of have to flip these pages, or
that's
just a little upside down and backwards, but what's nice, what I like to do is I put my my signature petition packet on a clipboard, and that helps, and you just open the pages and flip it to where you need to for the signatures. But when you're all done, you are going to want to look at this very last page, and on this page is a declaration that you, as the circulator of this petition, that you have observed all these signatures.
Okay.
And so what that means is you're not going to want to just bring it to your dentist and leave it there and ask them to collect signatures, because you need to be the witness of all
I have to
these
watch
signatures.
and sign. Okay.
So that's just it's self-explanatory, but you just need to fill it out. sign your name, and they do ask for your home address. So.
Okay, so at the end of the signatures or at the end of the month, I fill this out. And then what do I do with this packet?
Well, what we'd like you to do, we have several ways for you to return it to us. There's 3 locations that are listed on the cover letter that you have in your packet.
Okay.
And take a look at those, and if any of those locations don't work for you, we'll just give us a call, and there's numbers in there that we'll pick up a packet from you, and if you're ready to do more, we will give you more.
Okay.
One of the things that I did not go through that is also going to be handy while you're collecting signatures is a nice PowerPoint presentation. Many of the slides in here are actually
that's great.
created by the City of Folsom and presented to the City Council on several occasions. But what I like about this PowerPoint presentation is that it shows you, and it goes hand in hand with the talking points, but it shows you when the deficits will occur and why the deficits are going to occur.
Okay, good. So it'll help answer questions.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And the primary aspect of this citizens initiative is really to address the loss of our sales tax. So that's nicely explained in here. It gives some information about what the city has done to try to correct the 2 trends of reduce revenue and increase expenses. So the city has done a great job there, but it's just not enough given inflation and the sales tax problem that we're having, which is related to the Amazon effect and inflation. So take a peek at this PowerPoint. It gives some good handy information about the need, the proposal, and some comparisons to what other cities' tax rates are. You'll learn a little bit about the region. Also, what it'll cost a typical resident. This initiative is 1% on $1, and it doesn't translate into a significant cost to our residents. So this will be handy for you as well.
Great. So I'll have this whole packet.
You will have this whole packet, and we just ask that if you have any questions about the measure, or if you've run across anything, contact the person who handed you the packet, so one of the members of our team.
Okay.
And you can also feel free to contact myself and the other signature gathering leads, and we'll help you with that.
Do you have any hints, like how do I get the message out that I have this signature packet and that people can contact me? Is there ways to reach out to people?
There is, and I think a good way to do that would we're going to do a little role play move for you and just see if that helps.
Okay, great. All right, thanks. Hi.
Hi, my name's Justin. I live just right down the street. I'm actually a volunteer for Folsom Takes Action. Have you heard about our Citizens Initiative?
Yeah, I appreciate that you're out here, but I don't want to pay any more taxes.
I totally get that. I'm not a supporter of tax increases, but I am a supporter of local services. Did you know all the money would stay right here in Folsom?
Yeah, I heard that it would, but I mean, all those homes on south of 50, that's a lot of revenue for the city. I just don't understand why they aren't using that money and why we have to pay more in taxes.
I totally understand that. The residents south of 50 do pay for all of their parks and infrastructure out of developer impact fees, but it is mostly focused on the parks and trails north of 50 that we don't have funds to renovate. We also have large infrastructure projects like the Empire Ranch Interchange and the Rowberry Overcrossing, which we're hoping to fund, and have the money to match so we can get federal and state grants to help us.
So would that help the traffic issues, like on Bidwell? That's such a mess up at Ironport and Bidwell. So would this money help that?
Absolutely. So the Empire Ranch Interchange has actually been planned now for, I want to say, about 20 years. But unfortunately, a lot of that money was diverted to build the Folsom Lake Overcrossing when the dam road was closed. The interchange is expected to cost about $60 million, but once it's built, it's going to alleviate a lot of that Iron Point and East Bidwell traffic.
And the money from the tax increase is going to go to that?
Well, it will, partially. So we've got major capital projects here, and we also have an infrastructure category. So all of those monies could be used to build an interchange here in Folsom.
Okay. Well, and all you need is my signature today?
That's all I need is your signature. Yeah, are you a registered voter here in Folsom?
Yes.
Excellent.
And
yeah,
does this put it on the ballot? Is that?
Correct. You're not voting for the initiative today.
Because I still have to think about it.
Absolutely. And our website's here where you can find information and frequently asked questions. I'll leave one of these here with you today.
Okay.
But really, all we're asking you today is to put it on the ballot so the residents of Folsom can make the choice in November.
Okay, great. All right. Well, thank you. I'll sign this for you.